Another author without an author's page. Yeah, I timestamped that. Good. Called Chris. Is that an elder? Yeah, Crystal MP. Alone in a crowded room. Okay, Crystal MP. Let's see what this one is about. Object class safe. For containment procedures, SCP-2638 is contained in situ at South Family Farm, approximately 6 km now northeast of Site 918. SCP-2638 itself is defined as the South Farmhouse, 192 meters squared in area. Site 9. Stretch. Oh, wait, I have to check something. We're good. Site 918 will provide 24-hour surveillance of SCP-2638 in the form of 2 agents per 8-hour shifts. Unauthorized personnel approaching SCP-2638 are to be detained. Site 918 should then be contacted and a team will be sent out to collect the visitors. The visitors will then be routinely questioned at Site 918, administered Class B amnestics, and released. Site 918 will also provide appropriate food and medical aid to -1, -2, and all instances of -A. These are to be delivered via standard Foundation Hermes remote drone through the front door of SCP-2638. At all times, personnel should avoid entering within 5 meters of SCP-2638's outer walls. Entrance to SCP-2638 requires permission from the site director or a personnel member of higher security clearance. Description: SCP-2638 is a Souther farmhouse constructed in 1919. -1 and -2, Mr. Brian Souther and Mrs. Jacque Souther. Souther! Because of the North Star. Are 2 otherwise apparently non-anomalous humans who are unable to leave SCP-2638. -2 is currently cooperative with Foundation personnel with regular contact via mobile telephone, while -1 is uncommunicative. Well, we can guess that -1 may has passed away. May have. -A is a designation given to the 54 anomalous entities currently contained within SCP-2638. Any attempt to cross the boundaries of SCP-2638 from within will result in the inhabitants becoming blocked by an invisible wall. Quoting -2. SCP-2638 shows no structural anomalous properties. Testing equipment has been delivered to -2, but due to its inexperience with Foundation technology, results are considered untrustworthy. And on average, once a week, between 1 and 4 random people in a nearby radius will abandon their current activities and travel to SCP-2638. Estimated 90 km. That's big radius. That's big radius, and they just go all the way to the farmhouse, huh? If they're not detained by Foundation personnel, they will enter SCP-2638 and become an instance of -A. If they are prevented from entering and led at least 3 kilometers away, they will display no other anomalous behavior and will resume their previous activities. Failed -A subjects have shown no aggression towards Foundation personnel, but expressed irritation with -1 and -2's absence during questioning. Oh, okay, so it looks like they kind of want to be with the Southers. Testing reveals that -A entities will also be created when any human crosses the threshold into SCP-2638. Okay, so it's not only when the effect happens. If any regular humans just gets the threshold, suddenly like they become -A. An instance of -A will attempt to engage -1 and -2 in conversation. It will do so regardless of -1 and -2's willingness to speak or how many other instances are talking to them. Conversation topics consist of small talk. Well, that must be frustrating if a bunch of random people just show at your house and just like, hey, how you doing? The health of -1 and -2, condition of the house, and upcoming social events, etc. Oh, that's what I want to talk about. Okay, gotcha. The -A will refuse to leave SCP-2638 and will ignore any injury to itself. It will consume light snacks but decline any offer of substantial meals. It will also neglect the following basic personnel hygiene procedures. Current instances of -A are in various stages of malnutrition, disease, death, and decomposition. Addendum 1A. The Foundation became aware of SCP-2638 after a series of disappearances in the local area and police calls from -2. Due to SCP-2638's geographical isolation, continued public disinformation campaigns are not deemed necessary, beyond initial routine containment procedures. Agents have been assigned to find additional information about SCP-2638. You know what this reminds me of right now? Because of the isolated place and people coming to visit them to have like small talk. Coach the Cowardly Dog. In the middle of nowhere! And then, even though they're in the middle of nowhere, which I believe is an actual place in the US, but also in the Coach the Cowardly Dog, they literally are in the middle of nowhere. The fact that they always get visitors is like people just keep finding them. So I imagine this is like if Coach the Cowardly Dog was like not existent and Dash 1 and 2 are Eustace and Muriel just getting visits non-stop by people, and they're like, who are you guys? How do you keep coming here? Return the slab. Addendum 1B. Dash 1 was born in SCP-2638 in 1976. The delivering doctor was Dr. Fraser, whose office contained some additional medical information on Dash 1. Dash 1 suffered from genetic abnormalities associated with inbreeding, okay, leading to the death of its mother in childbirth. After Dash 1's father died in 2006, Dash 1 became the sole owner of SCP-2638. In 2008, Dr. Fraser recommended Dash 1 be treated for severe and clinical depression. There is no record of Dash 1 actually receiving treatment. Dr. Fraser could not be interviewed as he is now Dash A1. There appear to be no other records of Dash 1's life or its family aside from a newspaper subscription and a seldom used bank account. The postman and bank manager are now Dash A3 and Dash A10 respectively. Do they just stay? Dash out various stages of malnutrition, disease, and death position. Yeah, they refuse to leave. Yeah, they just stay. Damn. And then in 1C, the life of Dash 2, formerly known as Jacques Trant, is better documented than Dash 1. It was healthy, attended public schooling at appropriate ages, and was employed as a nurse. In 2009, Dash 2's home was repossessed, and Dash 2 declared bankruptcy. Dash 2 then lived with various friends and family for irregular periods of time. Agents were able to interview many acquaintances of Dash 2. Common descriptor used were sociable and extrovert, and 80% and greater than 80% used variations of the phrase, "She just wanted to look after people." Dash 2 was known to respond to personal ads. Addendum 1D. Dash 1 and Dash 2 married in a private ceremony in 2010 with Dr. Fraser witnessing. The doctor's just like, I'm just part of the life now. Residents at the maximum area of effects of SCP-2638 were not able to recognize Dash 2 from photographs. Telephone interviews with Dash 2 revealed that Dash 1 became increasingly mentally and physically unwell in 2011. Required 24-hour care, like 1 year after the marriage too. Can you imagine you marry somebody and then like they just like health-wise dip down so much that like you just have to like babysit them? It happens, and I don't think it's anything bad when it happens. Like, it's just definitely like, I'm pretty sure it's something that both sides wish didn't happen, because it's just it can like be very exhausting. There are of course partners that will be able and willing to keep being by the partner's side and keep treating them till death do they part, and that's lovely. But I can imagine like the partner who does get in that position would feel always really depressed. Doesn't help that Dash 1 already was depressed before the marriage. Reminds me of the romance movie. I forgot what the name was, but it's like the one where like a guy gets in an accident, he's in a wheelchair, and basically gets like a nanny, and then at first he was like really pissed off at her, but then they fall in love. But then even though there's this love between them and he clearly is happy around her, he's still so sad to be in a wheelchair his entire life that he cannot move anymore, that he signs himself up for Exit, which is in Switzerland. It's like a program that like allows you to basically have assisted ethical suicide, you know? It's like you can sign up and tell them to like to basically put you to sleep. But of course, it's not just, you cannot just sign up and be like, yeah, let's just go there. They will, it's very like carefully like like a lot of steps are being taken, and even like exit themselves will like have a look into your mental health and like realize like, oh, is this like a thing where like they're really 100% sure, or is this like a thing that can still be mentally fixed? They don't just allow you to just like waltz in and be like, I want to die. You know what I mean? It's definitely for like, a lot of times it's for elderly people who just don't want to like live in the being unable to do anything, or people who are physically so let's just say not inept, like just unable to do things, you know, that they're like, hey, I'm not happy, this will never be fixed, I will never be healed. But yeah, that's why I'm just saying, so the nanny in that movie wanted to take care of the guy for the rest of her life, wanted to be with him for the rest of her life, but he was just so depressed with his current state that no matter how much love she would have given him, he would felt bad, either A, for her being always there for him, or B, for never being able to fully physically giving his love back, even though she would not care for that. Sorry, let's go on. And requires running up. Dashman refused any visitors to SCP-2638 aside from Dr. Fraser. In 2012, Dr. Fraser began treatment of Dash-2 for severe clinical depression. Okay, Dash-2 also has... Oh, yeah, see, I mean... That can also happen. And then 1E, an archived local newspaper article dated 2nd 11th 1926 refers to a violent incident at SCP-2638 resulting in the deaths of 5 members of the Salva family. The article states that local residents accused the family of involvement in witchcraft, demon worship, and unnatural relations. No prosecutions related to the incidents are recorded. Addendum 2A. Okay, that's an interesting part. That might be also like why people are coming to the Salva family all the time. Like, as it's like almost like a ritualistic pulse. Addendum 2A. Since the suicide of Dash. Oh, it's not even like that he passed away. He killed himself. Dash-2 has become increasingly hostile to instances of Dash-A and Foundation personnel. Dash-2 has begun avoiding feeding any Dash-A instances. Dash-2's self-care has become inconsistent. I mean, it kind of makes sense though, right? Her husband died. She clearly cared for him, and these people always show up. Which, the husband never wanted these people to show up, but they kept doing it. Interview Dash-2, interviewer situated at site 918. Forward, Dash-2's last telephone interview. Dialogue from Dash-A entities has been expunged except where Dash-2's direct response. Hello, SCP. Mrs. Souther. Stop. I don't care anymore. Please, you continue cooperation is necessary to... I can't even bury my husband. He's rolling out of bed. They're still talking to him. He's only wanting me to be happy. Jacqui, how is Brian? I've heard he's been rather ill. Wait, oh, fuck, that's, okay, sorry, that's somebody else. Let me read that again. Jacqui, how's Brian? I heard he's been rather ill. Would you please just shut up and die already, Sharon? If you can bring Mr. Southwood's corpse to the door, we can try to extract it for study. You know what? You're just as bad as them. You don't care about us at all. Don't phone me again. If you want to be helpful, send me some weapons with your robot. I can arrange for a session for a grief counselor and... okay, formally D. I must say, I'm finding myself to be rather peckish. Do you have any more of these delightful cookies, Miss Salva? Fuck you! Excellent. Perhaps you can go over plans for the gala now. Connection lost and logged. Dash-2's request was not approved. Researcher estimate Dash-2 will soon die due to ill health. Whether the death of Dash-2 will result in the utilization of SCP-2638 is unknown. And this is why the Foundation pissed me off sometimes, man. Because, like, this is clearly... First of all, Dash-1 is not... Dash-1 and Dash-2 are not even at fault here. Dash-1's family did something that caused Dash-1 to become like this. Both physically and abnormally. And Dash-2 just happened to be caught in the crossfire And now there's a bunch of random people that just keep showing up and become part of the family. And instead of the foundation being like, oh, we should potentially, you know, help out. You know what I mean? Like we should help them out. Like they are suffering. Like, where's the ethics committee in this, man? Where are they in this part? Because you think like, oh, okay. You think like having this couple suffering from an effect. Like, I understand the foundation's like, hey, we need to make you cooperate with us so we can understand how this works, so we can maybe find a solution. Yeah, that could be what the doctor meant, but at the same time, like, what a thing to say. Hey, bring your husband's corpse to the front lawn and then we can, like, investigate it and so on and so forth. Wow, that sounds, again, it sounds cold. And from Dash 2's perspective, it's just such a fucked thing to ask for. Like, hey, I want to bury my husband, and then this organization's like, no, bring your husband to us. So we can open up his body and, like, make some tests. It's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? I just lost my husband. He suffered so much. And then the Empire even like, hey, Dash 2 will eventually die because of ill health and we're not going to help out. But at the same time, yes. In the same time, okay, now that I think about it, he's asking for weapons to kill innocent people. Like, this whole effect has involved innocent people. Right? And the Foundation needs to be more straightforward, be like, hey, there's some weird effect happening specifically in that house of yours. We have some information, some hints, but we need the final pieces. And we cannot give you weapons because the people that you are angry about are innocent people that got caught up in this effect of that's happening around you. You can't be angry at them, you cannot be angry at us. Like, but again, like, the Foundation is not really good at, like, handling, like, humanoid SCPs because they just treat, like, he tried to be like, he was like, hello SCP, Mrs. Souther, you know what I mean? Like, he tried to, like, not call her after the SCP number, which is a bit more respectful than most, but again, he was just like, kind of being typical Foundation researcher, like, hey, again, I think the whole bring your husband's corpse to us is a very fucked thing to ask. Even though it makes sense why he's asking that, because, like, if they can find any information that can negate this effect, she can finally be free of it all. But yeah, you know how it goes.